Oil just jumped nearly 5%. Here's the fast facts. The US hit Russia with fresh sanctions targeting major energy players, Rosneft, Lukoil, and warned more penalties are coming. Traders read that as higher risk to global supply. Prices spiked. Brent, WTI. Energy stocks were up. Fuel-sensitive sectors like airlines slipped. What changed today? Washington tightened screws on Russia's ability to move and trade its oil, adding entities to the sanctions list, squeezing shipping, finance, middlemen that help Russian barrels flow. That makes it harder, slower, and more expensive to get crude to market. Even if barrels still move, the added friction lifts prices. Why it matters. Russia ships millions of barrels a day. Even small disruptions ripple through a tight market. OPEC Plus spare capacity helps cushion shocks, but not instantly. Refined products often react next. Diesel, jet fuel. If crude holds these gains, pump prices can follow with a lag. What to watch next? Will the US add more companies or tankers to the blacklist? Will shippers step back to avoid risks? Will insurers step back to avoid risks? Will banks step back to avoid risks? Does the G7 price cap get stricter? Will big buyers like India adjust? Will big buyers like China adjust? US inventories this week, draws would reinforce the rally. Builds could cool it. Winners and losers. Energy producers typically pop. Oilfield services typically pop. Transport feels the pinch. Airlines feel the pinch. Heavy industry feels the pinch. Consumers won't see immediate changes at the pump. Sustained moves tend to trickle into prices over coming weeks. The bigger picture. This is as much about logistics and compliance as it is about barrels. If sanctions jam the plumbing of oil trade, ships, payments, insurance, prices can stay elevated even without a dramatic loss of supply. Bottom line, fresh US sanctions raise supply risk today, and oil jumped. If enforcement tightens and more entities are targeted, expect more volatility. I'll keep watching the sanctions list, shipping flows, weekly stock data to see if this spike sticks or fades.